Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Colin Francis, and today I'm going to be interviewing several people about boys cross country here at Northside High School. Now, what our problem is that we're not getting a whole bunch of runners, but we are looking to inspire people to come and join the program. That is the point of what we're doing here. We'd be very happy if you'd sit back, relax, and enjoy our creation. Thank you so much. And now we're here with Coach Andrew Schmitz. He has been leading this cross-country program for how many years now?
This is my 10th year at Northside.
All right, now we're going to cut that in half. How has it been over the past 5 years?
The last 5 years has definitely been a rebuilding phase for Northside. We've had a lot of hiccups here and there. The middle school programs have kind of waned a little bit in the past just because they only compete against each other. But overall, we've seen a lot of promise and a lot of growth.
All right, and can you elaborate on where you think the future is headed?
I think we're headed in a great direction right now. We have a team that is vastly improving with this last Saturday. We did great. We had massive improvement across the board. Overall, they're very young and they're showing a competitive side that I haven't seen in a long time. So there's a potential that we're going to have a couple of guys sneak out of regionals this year, and the future is bright.
And we'd like to ask you a few questions. Can you state your name, please?
Carter Crick.
And can you please state your name?
Owen Stewart.
Please state your name.
Garrett Jerry.
All right, and what would you say about the coach? How does he treat you guys?
Treats us awesome. Like, every day is a fun day. Every workout is really fun. It puts us to work. We were always tired after, but we know we did some good work that day.
All right, and so if you had to comment on the coach, what would you say about it?
I would say Schmitz is a pretty good coach. He's stressed all the time though, since he has a teaching job. So, but overall, he has a good relationship with his runners, and he's had experience with running throughout high school and some of middle school, so he knows what running is like and what is the best training and workouts for us.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to say about the coach?
He's an amazing man. He doesn't really get mad at us, but he's definitely different. He definitely built different. And yeah, so he's really cool. He's a really cool guy, though. You know, definitely my favorite coach out of every coach I've had for any sport.
All right, and is there now? How would you say that you've been as a coach here at Northside?
I like to pride myself on being fairly stable. We have a routine that is consistent year to year, and I'm very blunt and very direct, which takes a few years for the kids to kind of get used to. But overall, I think that my parents are happy with what's going on, and I'm very proud of the growth that I see from my athletes from freshman to senior year, physically and mentally.
All right. So, what has cross country done for you at Northside High?
It's just been my vent, my own personal spot to just go explore and just think to myself during the runs. And then my whole team, I love just relaxing with them and talking with them and just having a lot of fun, you know?
All right. Is there anything you would like to say to anyone about doing the Northside Cross Country Boys program?
Give it a shot. Anyone can run. It's just try and see how well you can do it and how fast you can go. It's fun exploring that concept.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. We were great. All right. And is there anything you'd like to say to anyone thinking about doing boys cross country?
It takes a lot of commitment to run, and it's a very hard sport. So if you come out and try, be ready to work.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. All right. And what does cross country mean to you?
Well, cross country means, well, basically my life. You know, fitness is my passion.
You can get emotional.
Yeah, it's a little emotional because it means a lot.
Right.
Cross country is like a brotherhood to me. It's definitely, it's a very big part of my life. It consumes a lot of my time, which well, that's kind of how it works, but it's honestly, it's an amazing sport, and I really enjoy it.
All right, and is there anything you'd like to say to anyone thinking about doing cross country?
Just come out and try it out. Come out for a week, see how you like it, just try. You might not like it at first, but if you keep coming out, you'll definitely start to feel that you're getting better, and I think you'll start to really fall in love with it.
All right, thank you for your time. So, is there anything that you'd like to say about boys thinking about joining the cross country team here at Northside?
Well, as I tell everybody, you can think about things all you want, but until you start doing it, it doesn't really matter. I project to have a large team a large team in the future. Our team was supposed to be pretty big this year. The pandemic kind of took out 5 of our major key players this year, but we have a long line of people that are ready to join the team, and we're always taking new and fresh athletes. But it is a tough team to be a part of because you're going to be competing on a day-to-day basis against your teammates. And it's not something you just walk into and be gifted with on day one. You're going to have to actually progress and grow over the years. So to be on this team, you're going to have to be very, very dedicated, very, very disciplined, and eager to find your own limitations.
Now, it is understood that throughout any sports kind of timeline, there are injuries and inconsistencies. Could you explain any that you've had for the past 4 or 5 years?
We've had a variance of injuries. We've had things from stress fractures to sicknesses, illnesses. We've had calf injuries. We've had bike injuries. We've had all kinds of things happen in the last several years. I try to work the team at a level that is at the regional semi-state level, potentially moving on to state. They come in really, really inexperienced. Their middle school system that they have right now is not real congruent for what we have to compete against on a regular basis. So we see a lot of pain and a lot of strain in the freshman sophomore era, and we try to get them to endure that by the time they're seniors. But overall, they're getting tougher by the day, and I'm really, really excited to see what's going to happen.
So we would also like to ask you, is there any shot at the team going to regionals?
There's a shot every single year. This is a typical sport that takes months, or it takes weeks, months, and years to kind of get ready for that. We started training for regionals last year about this time. But ultimately, it's going to be very, very tough to get out of our regionals, considering the fact that we are in the hardest section of the state of Indiana. We currently have, don't quote me on this, but I would say arguably probably six of the top 30 teams in the state of Indiana are in our sectionals, and only top 5 get out. So if you want to get out of our sectionals, essentially you have to be state ranked. Individual-wise, we have a lot of kids. Our entire top 6, I would say, are sniffing at that individual qualifying spot for regionals, but they only take 10, and there's other competition. So it's going to be a tough and possibly a big heartbreaker for several people on our team, and a big excitement for several people on our team this year for regionals.
All right, so that was our presentation. We hope that you've been inspired. Maybe you want to join boys cross country. Maybe you want to tell somebody who's interested. Either way, we really appreciate you for sitting through this whole thing. And, well, that's it. Have a great day.